I'm Rasco, your host, drinking his pre-show cup of tea. And I'll be joined shortly by my other host, Disco. We're going to hopefully have Steve Byrne, or Steve Homebrews, on the show. He's going to be talking. It is Friday night, because I'm hobnogging it tomorrow night at Gordon Ramsay's pizza restaurant. So, let's get cracking. What's been going on in the world? Well, let's ignore all that, important stuff. Oh, hello. Bourbon's beer reviews. Hello, how are we? What are you drinking? Are you drinking? What have you reviewed recently? Tell us in the comments while I chat aimlessly. Oh, meet Beer Boss. Hello. I quite like your name, boss. Craft Beer Hour. Ooh. Is it the hour of craft beer? Is there an hour for craft beer? Is every hour craft beer hour? I don't know. Anyway, hello everyone. I'm still drinking my pre-show cup of tea while I wait for Disco. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. There you go. And I have no requests. Oh, I have one request. Let's accept his request. And waiting for Disco. Hello, woman. I'm currently drinking Overtone Emerald Shore Tipper. Any good? Yay, nay. Oh, hello.
Hello. Greetings, Rasco. How are we doing?
I felt better. And every hour is a craft beer hour, according to Craft Beer Hour. Well, I wouldn't say every hour, but I get what your point.
Well, absolutely.
And Steve's here. Oh, and Steve sent a request to join. Hey, let's bring Steve into the mix.
Indeed.
Yep, and hopefully this doesn't kick you out. Or maybe we should hope for that. Let's find out.
Let's see how we go.
Meet Beer Boss. The boss, I'm going to refer to you as the boss from now on. I've got a selection of Polish beers. Ooh, tell us more.
Yes.
Hello, Mission Control. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, mate, we can hear you.
Good to see you, sir. A slightly different medium than what we're used to seeing. Seeing you, and I guess you've seen our show before, but all the way over from YouTube.
Wonderful.
Definitely, yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Steve. Really appreciate it, mate. I'm actually a little surprised. You agreed to do this, considering what you're doing tomorrow. And do you want to talk about what you're doing tomorrow?
Yeah, I can do. I'm doing a 24-hour live tomorrow morning, 10:30, for Malaria cancer support. Because my mum's got terminally ill cancer sort of thing, so I thought I'd give something back towards them sort of people for them sort of thing. So, so it's kind of like I've wanted to do it for a while. It wasn't until literally, in a way, I did my shoulder in. I thought, hold on a minute, I did some stupid things, so let's give back to people who actually will need it, sort of thing. So that's the whole reason why I'm doing it for, really. So.
Superb. Well, let's since you mentioned that, it's a great cause. Let's talk about both of them. Let's just wind it back a bit though, because you mentioned since doing my shoulder in casually as you do, I was going to introduce you as Stuntman Steve. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to or not. So
Yes,
I know
that's how my that's how I'm going to be known as now, since I've dislocated my shoulder. Well, I have a phone call today. My operation will be on the 22nd of December, so I should be all. Yeah, good Christmas present, no way.
Yeah. Well, let's do that story, because it's a good one. If only for educational purposes of everybody else. So how did Stuntman Steve enter the arena? What happened?
What happened was I did a challenge, which is I was made to do 5 pint chug challenges, right? And during the start of the live, I had a beer which was too fizzy, so I thought this I'll go on my brew, which is like about it was roughly 4.4%, so ain't bad ABV. Yeah. So I'm there doing about 5, and I literally don't remember nothing from talking to Shark to literally the whole But 5 o'clock in the morning, waking up in a hospital bed, asking a nurse, why the hell am I here? Apparently, I drank about 8 pints of my own brew, down them, of course, though. So, but yeah, it wasn't fun.
Well, not for you, but you could look back and laugh about it now. But it was obviously the same as weekend. So, yeah. So basically,
So you might even see a bit of a, not the actual thing itself, but like how high the thing actually was. What I fell down like tomorrow. That's whinging for me to go.
Cool. Chuck just in the comments there and says, "Hail, Stuntman."
I will not deny or confirm how many. Please tell us more, Shark. Tell us. Reveal all. Hello, Czech Beer Club. Hello, Lucy. Hello, what's the crack? Hello, everyone who's just joined us. We'll do our best to keep. Yeah, we'll do our best to keep up. Where we ratter on for the next hour and a half. We are here. Yeah.
What are you guys drinking?
That's a good point. I was just going to say, because like I knew, are you drinking at the moment? Because I knew obviously after the accident you stopped drinking for a bit. So
I sometimes I have a few like during the weekend, but I stop my meds for about the when I sort of like from literally like all day. If I fancy a beer, I won't have any meds all day long until like sort of like early in the next day morning sort of thing. So like obviously alcohol will be out of your system and this and that and the other sort of thing will be a lot more better that way. So that's the whole reason. But the most I've had now, to be honest with you guys, is about 4. That's the most I've had since the.
Well, I mean,
but that's in like.
And I'm going to have a beer, so I'll have a beer for you, Steve. I'm going to go. I've got Bosco in Amber Gambler, a 5.2% Amber. I picked some beers tonight. I've gone on a bit of a supermarket binge tonight. Now I know we had a conversation a while about supermarket beers, and I think you did pop down. Like, was it Lidl or Aldi, and picked up some supermarket beers before the accident, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because I was watching Scott and Wonder's channel, and they went down to Lidl.
Yeah,
I got a few like Tin Man, and I think it was I can't remember the other ones, but I know one of them was called Tin Man, and they had a few beers down there, which was sort of like on the old shelf and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, fine, I'll give it a go.
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
IPAs, but they're all right, but a bit too. I found them a bit too hoppy myself, but that's just me. Well, maybe my palate is not sort of like what's the word? My palate might not be like as good as yours, like Rascal sort of thing. Because
I mean, I quite often think about beers being too hoppy. I never say that they're a bad beer. I have a lot of trouble with that. I've had chats with Quamby about it because he finds the same thing. I don't like grapefruit, so I find a lot of beers like much too kind of hoppy because of that grapefruit flavour. We had this discussion last week with the Sierra Nevada. It's like it was okay, but it didn't sit on my palate that well, you know, because of the citrus and all that stuff. So, but what's your normal then? Like, what's your homebrew?
My homebrew varies really because I go from lagers to IPAs. And then it's weird though because I just said that an IPA was hoppy and I didn't really like it that much. But it's all like I think if you brew it yourself, you know what's in there, then it will come out whatever that. But before the incident, that's how I'm going to name it as. I was in the mood to do a stout, and like for Christmas and stuff like that sort of thing. So that went out well out the window. So what I was going to do, I was going to brew a stout and then put it in a pressure barrel. And then literally like just pour it out all the time. So that was nice. That was lovely. Yeah.
Sorry, I was listening to you, but I was slightly sorry because it's described as an amber ale, but under the lights, it looks a very murky brown.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I'm not going to say what way I should look.
So just seen Shark's comment, Disco Chugga Sierra Nevada. That's a whole different show, Shark. I'm not saying no because it's the good way of getting it out of the way, I suppose. But I'm not going to try. I've not been sure about Boss Brewing. I've had a couple of like really good ones from them and a couple of slightly like average ones. So I'm not sure about this, and because of the colour, but it's a hell of a creamy head on it. I like the look of that. It's 330, but there's some good creaminess on the head.
Shark's saying it was only one beer you had, and it was a smoked beer. I don't know if that's true or not, but hey.
Shark's got smoked beers now.
I'm on that Shark for drinking drinking water and having pint, but I don't remember that conversation one bit. I actually watched it back, and there's a point where I sort of like click from being all like this and actually being absolutely mullered. There's a little point where I click, and I apparently took my glasses off and I took my top off, and that was it. And slammed down the lid of the laptop, and that was a bong and those sort of thing. So, right, kiddie winks. Never ever have 8 beers chugging them. Otherwise, you end up like me with a broken shoulder. Well, sorry, dislocated shoulder, broken collarbone, and a fractured rib.
Yeah.
I mentioned chugging beers to Rasco a few months back, and he said, "Disco, you're not 17."
Yeah. we just don't need to do that.
The whole reason why I did it for, because there was a channel called I think it's not Spice and Easy, but sort of like that sort of thing. Where they had one of the hottest chips, the hottest chip challenge, and I put in, because I'm a man of my word. I sort of say if I do something, I'll do it, sort of thing. And I said I'll do a chug challenge for you because you are literally like doing this, so I'll do 5 beers for you. So yeah, 5 beers to turn it into 8, and I won't be doing that again. I'd rather do a litre one.
Recently on Instagram, and I think we just sort of I stumbled across his live, and he was chatting to some people, but there was like a thing in America called Chug Week, and he ended up like on like 100 chugs across the week or something, which may or may not sound a lot, but that's quite a few a day. And he runs a tiki bar. I think it's near in Staffordshire somewhere. Great guy, a good fun, great bloke. And obviously he's bouncing across all these people in America doing the chug challenge. I think he was the only Brit doing it, and he'd done a lot of live. But yeah, 100 chugs a week. I can't do the maths. I don't know what the maths of that is. What's that, about 15 a day, innit, or something? 14 a day.
14 a day, I think it is. Well, that the game of monkeys. Like the whole thing is bad enough doing 8, let alone 14. But the whole thing was nowadays. I've sort of thought about my whole drinking side of things. And I will during the whole stream that I'll be doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
No drink at all apart from this stuff, which I've got just to keep me awake.
Well, to be fair,
coffees and that.
I'm guessing you're not drinking tonight, Rasco. You're on the water tonight, yeah?
Maybe I'll have one. Speaking about drinking, Rasco, are you drinking Corona from Shark? Boom. Very funny. No, I've drunk all the Corona I have. I was at a festival. I completed my 10 days of isolation yesterday. So I went to the Hope, a really well-reputable pub, for a dark beer festival. We did a video there 2 years ago, which is called The First Trip of Many. And I went there. Usually when we go to this festival, first time we went, all the beers had gone, but the bar was brilliant anyway, so we didn't feel like we lost anything. The last time I went was a month ago, and the festival opens on a Thursday. I get there on a Friday. There's 3 barrels left at the festival. I get there yesterday at around about 8 o'clock. 1 barrel had gone already, and they had about
That's crazy.
That's how reputable this place is. Only thing is, though, I'm getting over COVID. So the barman goes, "Oh yeah, smell this one," and I'm like, none. So I finally get there. And I can barely taste a thing. It was pointless me going.
I thought I don't know because I've not had it, but I thought like you get your smell and your taste back, or is it that does that come back eventually then, or something? Is that the deal? I don't know.
It does come back. It is coming back bit by bit. I haven't completely lost my taste. My smell is starting to rear back, but it's quite weird because you get like a lot of pepper, and you go, okay, I get a slight whiff, and that's it. And it is very weird.
I've just had the idea, Rasko, of your first reel back. I know you like doing reels. You've been getting into them recently. When you get your taste back, you got to be drinking a beer on a reel, and the background music. What's that song? It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah, but
which is why I don't sing on camera very often.
Well, I think you got a very good. You put yourself down too much, mate. You got a good singing voice. But so the reason we're on Friday here tonight on a Friday isn't just for Steve, but it is for Steve. But I'm not available tomorrow because I'm at Gordon Ramsay's pizza restaurant. By the way, I just thought I'd put that in there.
Really?
I'm not sure that's the big up claim that you're thinking it is, Rasko. I mean, how good does a pizza have to be? Do you know what I mean?
I'm not paying either, so that's even better.
If you're not paying
But I'm not. Yeah, so I'm going to this, upmarket restaurant, and will I be able to taste anything? What's going to happen? So we'll see.
Fingers crossed, you will be able to taste something. Fingers crossed, mate. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're feeling better. You've done your 10 days, so as long as you, as Shark says, you're feeling better. That's a good question, though. Crumby says to Shark, actually, how's the Christmas lights coming on? I'm pleased to see that none of the 3 windows here have got any Christmas decorations up because it's still fucking November.
Well, the whole thing is, I'm
Christmas lights.
Yeah. When it comes to Christmas, I'm a big kid. I always get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, even though I've got nothing to open, because I'm always excited about the food. And I was excited about the beer and that, but obviously I won't be having much this year. But anyhow, I actually asked the wife, can you put up the tree now? Because it's literally sitting like by my front door, like sort of like going, put me up, sort of thing. And she goes, no, wait until the 1st of December, then we'll put it up. It's fine. But for God's sake. But no. I'm a huge kid.
My tree's up. My tree's up. It's up in the loft where it belongs. Lie, I don't own a bloody Christmas tree. Sorry, Rasko, what beer you got on there? I see some Eco on there.
Yeah, Echo Haze, New England IPA. I've had it before. It's at 6.5%. I can taste something.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That's right.
That's a good start.
Vaguely smell something. It's. Oh, I think I have had this before. I know on the show. Well, if I haven't had it on the show, I have had it before. And yeah, it's smelling rather fruity, and it's rather nice. It's delightful, actually. Lovely, dense colour to it. Nice bit of head carbonation to it. It's really fresh, and I quite need it because I've been hungover all day, to be honest. Hungover, pointlessly hungover. Oh my god!
That is. I rarely have a lot of symptoms, but there I do, sir.
Yeah, but yeah, it did feel like a pointless hangover. Just drinking and getting nothing. All these wonderful flavors, all these great breweries, nothing.
As long as you enjoyed your night out.
Yeah, and I lost my tripod as well again.
Again?
Oh no.
Yeah. My Shark is saying most of the lights are up, but I won't turn on until December 1st. He's electrocuted himself twice. Yes, it is Echo Haze. Well spotted, Crumbly.
That's a compromise, Shark. I'll let you have that one.
Yeah, put them up. I will be lit before then. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Send us a picture.
I've got to say, this is really nice, actually. Yeah. It's kind of, Look at the lacing on the glass. It's pretty solid beer, to be fair. Nothing like outstanding in terms of flavour, but it's quite solid, quite balanced, quite like malty. Actually, it's quite enjoyable. Actually, like I say, I've had some good and some bad from Boss. So, and again, I think it was Lidl. Yeah, was it Aldi? No, I think this one was Lidl. So again, good price. Okay. I don't know why it was in a 330 can though. That would have worked in a 440.
Yeah, good. I got another shout out. In fact, it's kind of a repeat of last week's shout outs. If you got any, Steve, let us know. I've been listening to the Rhythm and Brews podcast a bit more, and I discovered this by going through Mark Johnson's beer blogger's Twitter feed, and he said he was on it, and I looked them up and found out who they are, and it's getting better. As I'm going through the podcast, it's getting better, and this podcast, when they had Mark Johnson, is emotionally deep because they're talking really solid stuff about mental health. Because I find a lot of the mental health discussion is a bit happy clappy. Yeah, we're all meant to be serious about mental health, but we're not really touching on it. We're just like, yeah, mental health, good. Get to the next story. But this was quite deep. I won't go into it much because I'd really recommend everyone just to listen to it. Then it goes into pure comedy, and they play music, they talk about music, and it goes into rant territory. Now, I consider myself a bit of a professional ranter, and I would give this rant a 9 out of 10.
Ooh,
This rant is it's directed at Boxcar because allegedly they have saved Mild, and Mark Johnson's from near Huddersfield is saying, what the heck, we've had plenty of Mild up here, some London brewery saying they saved Mild. Yeah, so I give a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for that. Rantsco and Disco. Yes, I like that.
Rantsco and Disco.
Yeah, but, some of the 24-hour live might not be up your street, guys, because it's the whole reason why I'm doing it behind it is literally because I was going through a few YouTube videos, and this gaming 24-hour gaming challenge came up. It was for Macmillan Cancer Support. So I thought, yeah, I'll do that. But what obviously, I thought, okay, fine. But what the doctor said to me while I went for the consultation, they said, like your shoulder will get worse the more you use it, meaning it'll ache more. So I'll probably do an 8-hour gaming session, about a 4-hour just to relax and let it sort of heal up, and then another 4 hours, and then do it like that. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So fingers crossed it'll go well. I got a target. Well, I'm not going to say it. So I'm going to leave it for tomorrow.
What games are we talking? Are you doing the same game in each 4 hours? Or?
No, it'll be because I didn't ask Crumbly how he done the wheel. I think I might have missed it because I will be doing try and do random games that I've got in my collection.
Okay.
And if I don't even like the game, I still have to play it anyway because it will be on the live. So I've got a few games that I got in mind that I want to play anyway. But the games that will be on, I'll also leave it to the audience, whoever watches, to say a game, if they choose, if I give them 3 choices. That's quite much actually, yeah. 3 choices, and then they choose one and see what. Whatever.
Are you doing it? Are you doing it on YouTube, or is I saw something about a separate site? But it's live on YouTube.
Because it's live on YouTube, yeah. But what they did was on the Macmillan thing, the Gaming Heroes, it's called. You link your Twitch account to that. Well, I know most people can't sort of join Twitch and stuff like that, so I thought I'll do it on YouTube because that way people can join and do whatever. It's a lot more better that way, I think, personally. So because not everyone's got Twitch or whatever.
Well, I mean, Crumbly does both. Crumbly's on Twitch every time he's on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Can do both, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like as he says, nobody watches the Twitch, but he's on there any now and again. He gets a comment. Like,
Yeah, what is Twitch?
I think it's a gaming platform. It's like, in a way, it's like YouTube, but for gamers.
Right. Okay.
That's what Twitch is really.
Yeah. But I mean, it can be. It doesn't have to be for gamers. It can be for just anybody like streaming, really, doesn't it? I mean, I have had a look at some of it. I did look at it, but it's owned by Amazon, and I hate Amazon, so fuck Amazon. So I don't use it.
Yeah. Well, like that's the main thing I'm using because you can't use StreamYard with Twitch. That's another thing.
Right.
So there is there's a way of working around that by using OBS, but like it's all fiddly and this, that, and the other sort of thing. And my computers are like, it is quick, but it isn't that quick if you get what I mean.
So that means, I guess that means you're not going to have anybody on with you. It's going to be all yourself. You're not going to have anybody joining if you're not on StreamYard.
Yeah, Craig said that he'll join roughly about 10:30 tomorrow, but it'll be me from literally from like 10:30 in the morning to about 10:30 at night, sort of thing. Yeah. So, and then I'll put a link up anyway. If anyone wants to say hi, they can do so. Well, I'll do it tomorrow.
I'll be around all day. If you need somebody to say hello and chats, I'll be around, mate. Don't worry. Hang on. Stream does work with Twitch, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Paul's beer reviews. Hello, Paul.
Paul. Oi.
You got a manager yet, Paul? By the way.
You can't insult guests as soon as they arrive in the chat, Rasco. That's all.
It's a legitimate question. You know, it's just, have they got a manager? Look out! Where's a Viking about? Oh, there we go. Right.
Chuck says he doesn't. Chuck says he doesn't do Instagram because I said I don't do Twitch, but he does.
Yeah, he does.
There was a great question earlier from Chuck. Sorry, I didn't miss it. You said about the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. I did not. Oh, I have not tried the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. I've been to Goose Island. They've got a bar up here in London. I've been there. I generally avoid Goose Island because, again, they're owned by Big Beer, but I'm drinking supermarket beer, so I'm a hypocrite. The reason I haven't had the Bourbon County Stout is because it's something like 20 quid a bottle, and I'm mostly tight.
Yes, I can confirm. I've got a manager.
Except when it comes to beer, but rarely 20 quid beers.
You've got a manager.
Yes.
Yeah.
Paul says, yes, they've got a manager, but they need some players. Yes, they did appoint someone, didn't they?
Yeah. You've got some players as well, but I'm not sure if they realise they're players.
They've just been 4 of them off.
Oh, right. Okay. Great. Could someone remind Harry Kane he's a player?
Sorry, Steve. I think we've broached into football. You're very sensible, Steve. You're not bothered about football, are you?
No, the only way I'm bothered about football is if England's playing. And,
Fair play. Fair play. It's a bloody silly game, so yeah, spot on there.
So like we kind of like give your like respect to the players, but like the way I see it, though, the only person who actually turned down the whole entire wages to play for England was Ian Wright, if I remember correctly, because he turned down all his wages. He said, "No, I'm paying for my country. No, I'll like give that to charity or something like that." It was only since the Euro they actually said like about giving was it this year's Euros? I can't remember. Well, 1 year Euros they said about giving the wages to charity because they're playing for the thing. That's never happened. Like sort of whatever. So I think that's right. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, I'm sure Paul will say you're talking out your arse, mate.
Sounds good, if not.
No,
yeah,
that's true. Paul believes that they've got Conti, but their players are a bunch of. And hello, Nick Smith.
That's the thing about football. The manager never sacked the bloody players.
Yeah. Crumbly says 20 quid has got to be pretty special for a beer. I agree. I brought some beers around one of my locals. They did a post up on social media. And within 30 minutes, I went there and brought these special beers it's a collab with Imperial and someone else. And one of them I'm going to age for a year, and the other two will be consumed over Christmas. And these 3 big bottles came to about £55. And now I don't think that's too bad. I am. Oh, we've got Steve is still there. I am going to buy something rather special, and it is going to cost me £60. I'm going to buy Fuller's Vintage Ale, a 5-year-old bottle.
Okay.
Yeah. They say 5 years is what they say the maximum. Is that you can age them, you can keep aging them, but apparently it's not going to do much for the taste. So they say, but Fuller's sell these. They sell the 2010 edition. They happily sell you the 1997 edition for £600. But you know,
if you're mug enough to, if you've got £600 knocking around,
yeah,
I can think of a bottle of beer. Yeah, I've got a. What did I get? I did get one to age. I think it was Bateman's, which is a brewery up in Lincolnshire. It's a similarly old ale, similar to the Fuller's one, but I've not really tried Fuller's old ale, vintage ale.
I had the vintage ale last year, and I didn't age it. I just drank it. It's quite nice.
That's my problem.
That's probably my problem. That's the whole reason why I'm getting an operation on 22nd. Just drinking it. Paul's always fancied the Bourbon County. Challenges. I'm not doing any challenges for the live. If someone sort of like says to me, "I'll give you this money for like to fall down the stairs," or I might sort of do it again. That's a joke. That's a joke.
See what comes up tomorrow.
Yeah, see how it goes tomorrow. Because I'm not gonna say it now, but like see what happens. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, because if someone says, "Oh, like if you eat a lemon and for this much or whatever sort of thing," I'll probably do it because it's for a good charity and they've helped my mum out like loads and that sort of thing. So that's the whole reason why I'm doing it for, really, like because of my mum and stuff like that sort of thing. So like, absolutely,
no, fair play is a great cause, and well, we hope you get your target, whatever your target is. We hope you're doing the money. We hope you have a good time. We hope you get the 24 hours as well, because obviously we know what a push 24 hours absolutely is. Having done one recently, so I'll be there with it as much of it as I can with you, Steve, because I'm not doing that else. So, I'm sticking with the supermarket beers. I'm going on to Love Lane Baltic Lager.
I saw that in Lidl.
But
sort of saw that in Lidl today.
It's a Hellas style lager, 4.4%. Looks nice. Yeah.
It does look nice.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that looked very good actually. Almost got a bit jealous. Almost.
It's another. I'm guessing it's 179 off a Lidl. I think it was a 179 range. I think all the ones I've got are from Lidl.
Yeah, because I saw that in the other day with a few other ones.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, but I didn't really see the price of it because it was sort of like when you go down that little aisle wee bit, you sort of like you have a look at okay, fine, there's that one out. But I'm actually thinking I can't really drink it, so there's no point me actually like buying it until I'm actually get out of this sort of rut, and then I can get back on my drinking form again.
Exactly, that's the thing about Lidl. It's kind of like it's not going to cost the earth, so it's kind of worth trying if you can. If you got if you got money, you're having a drink. It's worth a little go. I've found to be fair, there's been some quite decent beers in there. I say I'd like the Boss ones, like the Dry Gate ones are usually pretty good, but it's good stuff.
Yeah, I think the other month they had something from Salt. I think it was I can't remember what brand or what name of it was, but I saw it was on Salt because I know.
Yes, it was the.
Is it Luna or something like that, I think?
Or something?
I think it was.
I think people more knowledgeable than me will remember that in the comments. I hope. But yeah, no, you're right. They did have a salt one. Here's some good news for you, Rasco. Talking about salt, that's a good link, Steve. Thank you for that. I did see recently salt coming to London, Rasco.
Oh yes.
They've bought out. No. It's a new place. They've bought out like an old craft brewery that sold out to Molson Coors in Woolwich. And there was it was like a big fiasco a couple of years ago that they went under and sold out to Molson Coors. So and they never really developed it. So they've sold it to Salt. So Salt are coming to London.
That's
okay.
That's good. Yeah. That's well. I hope it works out for them because it's not easy to come to London and set up shop. So good luck.
Yeah,
it's not easy for a consumer to come to London, especially with those prices.
Yeah. And going up by the looks of it, if TFL don't get some sort of financial package, or even if they do get financial package, they're going to go up. So hey, whatever. Bring on the virtual world.
Exactly. Because I went up to London to see a mate a few years ago before I met their wife. Went out for a few beers and I couldn't believe it. A pint of Carling was about £6. So what the hell? Normally I cut it down here. It was about £3 down here. Like down south.
It depends where you go. To be fair, like some bars in London will wallet rate for you, but you can still get some reasonable prices if you know where to go.
Exactly, yeah. Obviously, I didn't know whether because he knew London better than I did, so I thought, okay, I'll let him show me the ropes. Within literally one night, balance went.
Paul seen that about Salt too. They opened a bar in Deptford. Yeah, they got one in Deptford and one in Woolwich of this previous brew, hop something. The other brewery was called. So I think it's like brewery bars. Do you get up to London much, Steve? You're on the south coast, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on the south coast. I don't really get up to London much because I have to. If I ever travel, it has to be like in a detailed place, sort of thing. Like where I'm going, what I'm doing, this, that, and the other sort of thing. So that's because my the autistic side of me, sort of thing. Yeah, it needs to be like structured, sort of thing. So I know what I'm doing all the time and this, that, and the other sort of thing. But these things happen. You know what I mean?
It's even for people who live here and know it. You know what I mean? So
I had to put my phone back in because it was dark.
Fair enough.
That's the only problem with this platform now, isn't it? And like your phone sort of dies and you're like, oh, plug it in.
Well, can I ask, Steve, is this the first Instagram live you've done?
Yeah, it is, yeah. It is.
Another Instagram version. Look, most of the guests we've had on here have sort of been on Instagram but not done an Instagram live. So you join a long list of alumni on our channel, Steve. Thank you for that.
You're welcome, mate. No worries at all. But I sort of use Instagram to see what goes on with other people, sort of thing. And best way to actually send out the link to a live is through Instagram and Messenger. So that's the only reason why I'm on Instagram. So
I've been doing a lot today. I don't know if you ever see them. Do you ever see any of the Instagram competitions? There's a lot of giveaways on Instagram.
No, I haven't seen many of them.
Yeah, you have to be careful. And what, but there's like you basically just bung your name on and like you can win beer and stuff, which is kind of good.
That's weird. That's right.
That's cool. I've lost comments. I can't see the comments.
That's all right. Well, let me catch you up.
It's tomorrow.
Shark has found a smoked beer he might brew for you.
Oh,
brew it for me. Brew it for me, not him. Smoked beer I need to brew and find in store when it's released. Oh, great. That's good. Shark's Victory St. Vicious. It's a Duffel Block. Oh yeah. Paul's going. Bye, Paul. Have a nice sleep. I won't be far behind. And yeah, that's it. I don't have really any news. I tried watching Beermaster actually on Amazon Prime, and I got 10 minutes into it and got told to turn it off because apparently it was too early in the watch and beer. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, it looked good. Some of the edits in it though made me feel dizzy, and that's never happened though. When someone's editing something so quick, it made me feel dizzy and giddy. Maybe I was a bit more hungover, so. And the fabulous superwoman that is Jacob Wise of Wildcard Brewery. It's about a bunch of home brewers. It's basically MasterChef, but for brewers. So I'm really quite interested.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw because obviously I don't have Amazon, but it looked pretty good. Some of the beers looked good. I was interested in the one that was called. There was a sour with Brett. It was Brett something that looked good. I was busy looking like online trying to find it, and then I realised it wasn't a commercial brew because it was like a home brew.
Yeah.
Do we like Gulch style beers? Yes, can do. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's beer, so I pretty much like any style of beer, I suppose. I don't know Kolsch so much. The only Kolsch I really know well is Früher Kolsch. From I think Cologne, I suppose, but I see it about quite a lot. But my neighbour used to bring it over, so yes, I suppose I do like Kolsch style beers. Getting into lagers.
I don't know. Kolsch, is that a bit like the like sort of Gulch, those sort of styles? Is it?
It is in that it's a German lager style. I don't know enough about it to give you the precise details of what it is compared to say a Helles. All I know is it's German lager, so it's good, isn't it? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Not many other. I don't think that many other breweries. Certainly not many UK craft breweries. I've had 1 or 2 Kolsch off the top of my head. Think what? There might even be one here, but yeah, it's a style of lager, and I don't know enough about it. Probably Shark will be able to fill us in on the details. Oh, here we go. Crummy says it's to have a fruitier, light body.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, right. Thinking about
next year.
That I know. So yeah, it is quite a light body, quite well carbonated, I think. He's drinking lager, and a German lager. It's going to be quality. Sorry, Steve, go on.
Because next year I'm planning on, once I get my show sorted and all done, I'm planning on coming into the craft scene more, so I can like try out all different sort of craft beers and all that sort of stuff. So sooner or later I'll probably be in the know-how. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think of, Crummy. He said Lords do a Kolsch style beer. That's the First date is a Kolsch style beer, isn't it? And that's what I was looking for. I'm out of it somewhere here, but yeah. First date is the Kolsch style beer.
So yeah.
Hello, Windows.
So here's another question for you guys. What sort of retro games are you guys into, or if any?
Hi Thomas, good to see you, Windows. That's one for Rasco because he's more into his gaming than I am.
I was once upon 10 years ago. Retro gaming, mate. I don't know. I've already something off the Super Nintendo. Really like Super Mario 2 out of all the Super Marios.
Okay.
So,
fair enough.
Yeah, gotta watch that. Games Master's back. It's brilliant. I was a massive Halo fan. I even read the books on Halo. And I still keep in touch with what's going on in the Halo universe, but I don't play. I retired a decade ago because it was taking too much time. And I sometimes contemplate, should I go back in? But no, it would just take up all of my time. I would be, it was kind of finding it irritating, to be honest. It's a retro game, man. To me, it's just games I used to play. And that's retro? That makes me feel old. No, No, they're not retro. They're just games. What about you? What games do you play?
The irony of Rasco going all 8-bit as he said that wouldn't be a Rasco Disco stream without a little bit of fuzziness.
Oh, great!
But if Rasco's going retro, then my gaming experience is very retro because I won a PlayStation 1 a long time ago. That shows you how long ago it was. I got with it, and they were the only 2 games I ever played. And the one I actually quite liked was Tekken 3. And I'm terrible at beat 'em up. I'm terrible, but I actually kind of got vaguely the hang of that, and I've still no idea what I was doing on it. But I could play against the computer, but if I played against anybody else, I was rubbish. And I think the other one was one of the games around about then. I think it was I guess it was pre-Grand Theft Auto. It was whatever. Oh, Driver it was called. Like pre-Grand Theft Auto kind of driving game. That I'm quite good at the driving games. I'm rubbish at shoot 'em ups, and I'm rubbish at beat 'em ups. And the only one I play now is Angry Birds.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hello, what actually got me into
camera.
Pigs here.
Hello.
Hugh, I'm just sorry to interrupt. You do have a festival up and running next week. I will try to go Wednesday, but if my smell and taste isn't back up, there is no point me going, in all honesty. So much love to you. We remember you. I'll try and get to you on Wednesday. Try.
Exactly. For everybody else, Pigs Ear Camera is a great festival over in Hackney in East London. We went a couple of times, obviously pre-lockdown, a fantastic building. I think it's like really ornate kind of inside building, and some really great, really good beers. And yes, I won't be able to go either. So Shark says, do I like Candy Crush? I believe I played it once, but no, it's not really my thing. Angry Birds is about as much gaming these days because it's on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, what got me into sort of gaming, back when I was, I think about 6 or 7, I think it was a game called Castlevania by Konami. Same sort of people who do the Metal Gear Solid games and all that sort of stuff. And that got me well into it. And also as well, Super Mario Brothers, the first one. Did you know, Rasco, the second Super Mario Brothers was actually a copy of another game. Another Japanese game.
No, I did not know
it was
that.
A copy of, it was a copy of another Japanese game.
Wow.
I can't remember offhead, but the whole reason why that happened because the American market wouldn't have been able to play. There's a game called Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels that you get with a SNES game called Super Mario All Stars.
Yeah.
And that was meant to be the second one, but obviously the American market couldn't play that game, so they bought that Super Mario Brothers 2 that we know out with all that stuff. So that was a whole reason why they did it with Mario dreaming about the whole thing.
Because it is radically different compared to the first one, Super Mario Brothers 2. Like you get to be the other characters like Princess, and Princess was the best character because she could fly. You dug vegetables out of the ground and you threw them. There was no like flower power or anything like that. It was radically different, and it got panned by a lot of people because it just wasn't the old game. But I liked it. I thought it was my favorite one. Mario Brothers 3 was great and went back to the old way of doing it. But not
everyone knew that because Super Mario Brothers 2 was actually like a copy of another game. By Nintendo. Hence the whole reason why you complete the whole game. You see Mario see the dream. So not only do you get a bit of nostalgia, but you also get a bit of a know-it-all from me as well.
Yeah, appreciate it, mate. This is a very different chat compared to what we're used to. So, mate, it's great. Pigs here. We do our best. I'll do my best. But,
there's a couple of a really good festival anyway. Pigs Ear Camera Festival. There's a couple of comments there. Thomas says Angry Birds is now old school. Yeah, but I am old school. And Crummy says he wants to campaign for a disco Angry Birds character. He says the least Angry Bird. Trust me, I can get quite angry. I think if there was a disco Angry Birds character, it would just be a lot of flailing hair. It would just be like.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, so it's just so much fun. Like because they actually brought out a Angry Birds trilogy for the PS4 as well. So it's kind of like the Angry Birds like saga is going up in a world because once you get on the Sony platform, that's it. You're made for life in a way. So,
okay, so I mean, there's loads of different ones, isn't there? There's like, I mean, I play Angry Birds Friends because it comes off through the Facebook app, so it's just on my phone. So
yeah,
like, I don't play any of the others because it just gets too complicated. But I happen to think I'm quite good. I was winning this week's Angry Birds Friends competition, so I win a few, so I'm all right with them.
It's like Angry Birds, and then it's like Angry Birds Seasons, then like sort of Halloween like edition, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah. If it gets too much, I just go back to Tetris. It's like I know where I am with Tetris.
Yeah, that was one of the games that came with the NES back in the day, Tetris, because it was they're trying to push it out more, and they were trying to sort of get the game up and running, but like obviously no one knew what the game was because it was big in Japan and China, so it's kind of like trying to get it in the European market and the USA market as well. So, so yeah.
So I wonder, again, just thinking off the top of my head, which is always dangerous, but is there a market for content on YouTube of people just doing beer reviews whilst playing games, just like gaming and beer reviews? Is that like a match?
That'd be wicked. Can you imagine someone playing like Angry Birds or Piss as a noob, just trying to get a bird against the pig?
Like if you get like, I don't know, whatever the latest like shoot 'em up is, but like just playing like two people playing Tekken 3 whilst drunk.
That'd be wicked though. Or Tomb Raider while drunk, trying to get the arrow like into that person. Oh yeah.
Well, there's an idea. I'd be up for that, anything involving drinking. I'm terrible at games anyway, but maybe I'll be better if I was drunk. So I'll to get back on the beer, Steve. That's an idea for you.
Sounds like a plan. But,
there's a game.
It's dangerous when I start thinking.
Yeah, a game came out recently. You can, it's like a simulator of brewing beer. I remember it was on the.
Yeah.
There's a game out where you brew beer. Obviously, you can't drink it, but that was quite interesting. Also, really a bit sad. But what's the point of making virtual beer? You can't drink it.
You can't drink.
I saw that. It's like The Sims, isn't it, for brewing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's also another game as well, which is like work life, where you actually it's a simulator of your working life. What you do during the day of a working day. You got different sort of like tasks to complete. It's like things they bring out though is crazy.
Yeah, I think there's possibly no end to it. If there's any kind of interest you have, somebody will bring out some kind of simulation or game for it, I suppose. You can make money out of it.
That's why,
fair play.
That's why I quit computer games, because again, simulators were getting just too good, and I was just, that's it. I'm going to spend my life here. I'd like to go out and get a girlfriend or something, an actual girlfriend, if that makes sense. And, stuff like that, because it is.
I'm not sure what I want to get anyway, Asco. All we heard was get a girlfriend. And
I fucking hate you, Instagram.
There was some out of context rasping.
I'm just gonna scream about Instagram now. You want to hear? I'll give you a 10 out of 10 rant now. Fuck's sake. No, Ron, just why I quit computer games. It's just too for me. It's just too times. And I wouldn't.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it. I'm going. Can you hear me?
Okay, well let's cross to Steve on that, because like obviously you say it's your first time on Instagram. How have you found it so far? Like, is it obviously it's a different window size to YouTube, but you know, is it less stressful than YouTube or more so, or what? You know,
Stressful, like, because of no offense to Rasco, he keeps cutting out because of, like when it comes to games, I like the other people's opinions, and I'm trying to like sort of listen. He cuts out. It's like, okay, fine. Shall I pretend that I've heard him, or shall I just be like, well? So it's kind of like I'll point out. Like, so I'm sorry about that.
no, that's fair. Like we always say, it's like the limitation of here on Instagram. And we've kind of stuck with it, but at some point we will get over to YouTube and it'll be different. And we're working on that. We've just stuck with Instagram because we started on it just to see how it was. And we're now on, if I remember rightly, you're on 69, I believe. Is that not right, Rasco? This is episode 69.
I don't know. Let's be honest. We went with Instagram because of numbers, because we have a bigger following on Instagram, so we just support that. Should we leave? Should we do the live show on YouTube? And the poll unanimously said yes, we should move, and we will move. If we can get 1,000 followers on here, so we don't kick ourselves in the nuts and move, that'd be great. We're unblocked.
Yeah, I can confirm this is episode 69 of the Rasco and Disco Beer Show. Some people's favourite number. What I'm going to say, normally, like I've just, again, this has just occurred to me. Normally, I give the episode a name, right, and I haven't really got a name for today's episode, so I'm going to cross to you, Steve, put you on the spot. What should we call today's episode? It can feature Steve if you like. I don't mind. I mean, we've just called it Steve's channel. But, you know, what do you think we should call today's episode?
I don't know. I haven't got a clue, to be honest. I don't know.
No, that's fair enough. What for a laugh, mate? Do you know what I mean? What would you like to call the episode? I'm just going to call it Steve's channel in that case.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, fine. No worries at all. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I've also realised as well that like how annoying to be on Instagram and actually have the comments going up, because you can't see all the comments, can you? Either as well. So
yeah, no, it's with the white lettering and a small box size it is very difficult. Yeah, no, Shark is right. We have more followers on Instagram, but yeah, YouTube is a bigger community. But I think that's the other thing. It's like on YouTube, it's like the notifications are not as good, so it doesn't actually tell people like
when you're live. Yeah,
not true. Not true. No. You better learn. No. You subscribe and you hit the bell. You get notifications that you've gone live. So it's really about getting your subscribers up and getting them to hit that bell. So then you will get a notification. There you go. And I don't think that's a reason not to move.
Congratulations. Because you recently hit. Ooh, what's going on there? Sorry, there's not me.
It's me. Try bounce out and come back in again, just in case it's me.
I might have to, mate. Yeah, that's not right. Oh no, it's fixed.
Okay.
There's like some echoey shit going on there. I was going to recently hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, which currently dwarfs us by about 33%. So, congrats on that. I think you're only going up.
But the whole reason happened for was because of from Scott and Wonder. Actually, like got everyone to sort of build me up again, sort of thing, or, like and get there, and other people who helped me as well, like along the this YouTube journey that I'm like hopefully fingers crossed I'll probably get a few people in tomorrow to sort of like chat to and but guaranteed though it'll probably be a boring stream if I'm literally just like this.
No, you're right, and
Yeah. What's that?
go on, Masco.
No, you could play a game of stairs. How long can Steve stay still? You know,
That can be
they're past the time. Yeah, I think we can at least lose 4 hours on that. So there you go. And you're saving energy. You've got to do 24 hours. So if you just do that, you're going to save a lot of energy. Man, do it.
energy, yeah.
But yes, so you don't have any program event, but you're going to have some people on.
Yeah, the whole. I've had a few people who say yeah for me, but they didn't actually say that it's definite or whatever, which is fine because like they've said yeah it's fine or whatever. I'll try and jump on if I can, which is brilliant because I've had a few people actually like say yeah I'll definitely jump on, but it has to be like this sort of time, and which is fine because like I like to have a bit of banter with someone because like during the whole like sort of few minutes or so, or we'll get up to the actual hour. It's all like to myself if we haven't got anyone in the comments or whatever. So what I'm going to do, pin the StreamYard chat to the top of the so anyone can come in. This and the other, but like what I might have to do as well is sort of like if they're going to be a bit of a fool, I might have to like kick them out straight away, sort of thing. Because you do get them on YouTube. You get the trolls and that.
Yeah, have you got moderators? Look out for that. Or
yeah. I got a few mods.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be online for me tomorrow, sort of thing. So I might be able to sort it out. But I know during the evening as well, some of my American followers will be involved. So that should be fun.
Yeah. Well, if you want to mod, I'll do that as well quite happily if I'm on. If there's any issues like blah blah blah. So if you want to do that, that's fine.
Thank you, mate. That's cool. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll have you both as a moderator if need be. It's fine. No problem
Well,
at all.
yeah, just the Rasco and Disco one on YouTube will be fine because I'm normally on that anyway. So, a Shark, goodbye if you're off. He says he's off. Good chats and comments as always. Okay. We'll see you no doubt tomorrow as well. Out and about. So, do you have? YouTube, Steve, is mostly quite a good community. Like you get a few trolls and that. Have you had any serious kind of like people giving you any grief, or have you mostly been alright?
It was quite funny because I was doing a live with Joey, who's Square Table Gents podcast.
Yeah.
And he was on a live with me, and I put the chat in the screen, the link to the chat actually in the chat sort of thing, and someone came in. I thought, who the hell's that? So he came in, and he was going like, "Is this the base station?" And Joey exactly went because he's really quick. At this time of the evening, I was a bit tankard at the time, and he went, "No, like you missed it by about an hour, mate." So yeah, like, okay, fine, sorry, all right. And a few other people, because I did a mental health YouTube thing as well, and someone joined the chat who was going to troll me. It wasn't until they've heard my conversation. I think it was a week before the actual mental health chat. Sorry, and he actually tried to subscribe to me. So yeah, you can turn them around. Like it's that sort of thing. So you can turn people around who are trolls or whatever. So
Yeah, well, it's good that you haven't had anything like serious or anything, any grief, like, 'cause it can be a bit of a nightmare, but that's
it
really
can be
good.
a nightmare. Well, I think it's mainly with the bigger YouTube channels, like people with like 1 million sort of thing, who actually get more trolls involved because they're trying to like knock them down and this, that, and the other sort of thing. So, especially with a small channel like mine, they won't even bother with it. Like, to be honest, they probably could come in and go, "Oh, you're a knob or whatever," and they're like, "Yeah, fine, see you later." It's literally like just block them straight away if they start anything. So it's literally like instant block.
You get to people who are trying to like banter and have a laugh and get it wrong, and people who are just being malicious. I think it's like
Yeah. Because like, as people sort of realise, I know how to have a laugh because of the amount of shit I've had about me broken my collarbone. It's so funny. Like, like that's how the whole nickname Sutton and Steve came about. Because it was literally
pretty well, to be fair. Do you know what I mean?
But that's how it goes. You know what I mean? Like, I was stupid enough to do it. But one thing I will do though, I'll show you how high the thing actually was. This is how high I fell from.
Oh, okay, we had a tour of Shadow Steve. Cool. Oh no! Steve, come back! Oh, he hasn't fallen down the stairs again, has he?
Oh, let's hope not. That would be.
He must have a black in his house of Wi-Fi or whatever.
Maybe, yes. Maybe he does. Well, we'll just have to talk.
Oh no! Oh no! As we say, it's Instagram, isn't it? But no, he'll be back. He'll be back. Look out for the. He'll send the link again. If he doesn't, thank you, Steve, for popping in for the chat. Anyway, it was a great hour's chat. I think he'll be back. What do you reckon? 5p bet. Do you reckon he'll be back? I reckon he'll be back.
Just send a request. So, and I've accepted.
I have faith.
And it's gone.
He's got a black spot on there. It's like a internet black spot by the looks of it. He's gonna go again.
He's gone. Oh, I can hear
Sorry
you.
about this, guys.
Yeah. You got to persevere. Yeah, we were just saying about Instagram failing. It looks like you have a black spot on your landing, like a Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Spot.
Yeah. Well, that was my how far I fell down sort of thing. But yeah, obviously it'll probably be better tomorrow because of the my internet's a bit crap tonight.
Well, yeah, it'll probably be better on YouTube. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. I wanted to give you guys a exclusive. So, that's all.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? But it didn't work out the way I planned.
No, fair play. That's the perils of the internet, though, isn't it? You got all this planning. Yeah. Does it work or not? I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We'll see it tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to show you how high it was, but it was actually from the eighth step that I fell from. Because what happened was I was leaning against the wall, and my foot the step, and I literally went down, and I sort of turned and went bang. So yeah, fell on my like sort of belly, and that's how it all came out. So obviously I don't remember all this. It's just wife telling me, and from the nurse as well. So
yeah, I didn't realise you actually broken it. I thought you just like dislocated it or something. You actually broken your shoulder blade.
I dislocated the shoulder blade, but broken my collarbone and fractured a rib. So that was fun.
Is it you're drinking? Was it your drinking arm? Was it your spare arm?
It was my drinking arm.
Yes.
That's what happens, isn't it?
Steve, so you homebrew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how long have you been doing that for, man?
Since this time last year,
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing it. Yeah. Because of what I started out for, a brew in a keg, which you can get from Amazon sort of thing. It's literally you put it all into mini keg, put it all up and wait about 7 days, put it in the fridge for a couple of days, and then it's literally like you use it as a normal keg. Pour out the beer, this, that, and the other. It was alright, but it was a bit frothy because of obviously like all the gas build up and this, that, and the other. Because it has a little nozzle on the top where you're going to do that with to let the gas out. And I did that a few times, and it still was all a bit meh. So I won't be getting another one by using the bucket. But obviously, like my last brew, which was from the range, was make your own lager, and there it is. There,
Yeah.
not bad here. It's that's been in bottle for roughly about 3 months now, roughly.
Nice.
And I had a few little bits, like a few. I think it was on was it Wednesday? I think it was. It was lovely. Yeah, it was during one of my lives on Wednesday. I did. It was a lovely beer.
Nice.
That's the reason why I like to do the home brew, because I get to learn about different beers and this, that, and the other sort of thing. So how they're brewed. But
Yeah.
because apparently the lager that home brewers do is at a higher temperature than most lagers are anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Because like the lagers that it's about, in a way we homebrewers brew at a ale level, which is about 22 degrees. But normal lager, you do it lower, say about sort of like 15 or 10 degrees. So and then it'll leave it for longer. That's the reason why it's called lager. You're meant to leave it longer.
Yeah.
You condition that. So I had to do my dressing gown. Bloody freezing. This is my this is going to be my little thing for tomorrow evening. I'll be sitting here with my little light on the side. I think that's my little thing. Yeah, like what they said on the website was get enough snacks involved. And I got myself some ready salted sticks. This is all from Pastry as well, sort of thing. Ready salted sticks, some those skip-like things. And I've eaten both anyway. All I've got to eat tomorrow, snacks-wise, are these.
So you've eaten all your snacks already, or you got to get a delivery.
Yep. They're all gone.
James, bear with me a second. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Yeah.
No worries.
Raisins is a good one if you like raisins, because there's lots of energy in raisins.
Yeah. The whole thing is I sort of went overboard on the shopping budget, so I can't really sort of buy any raisins there.
Fair enough.
What I've got now, I've got. So that's the whole thing about it. What I was planning on doing was doing a couple of a few sausage sandwiches and put me in the fridge for tomorrow, but I might have to do that during the live. Do like a random sort of like cook with Steve sort of thing.
Yeah, but some sandwiches. Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, mate, is there a donation link which you can donate money to?
Yeah, it's. I did try and save the link, but what I will be doing because it's on my. So I've done a schedule for tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And it's on my you know when you pin the thing at the top.
Yeah.
Because I was going to find sort of like get the link and put it in the chat, but I wasn't sure if I was allowed to do that, so I thought I'll leave that alone, sort of thing. So.
Well, I think it should be. Yeah, it should be. Drop us the link, or I'll find it tomorrow, and I'll plug it for you on Twitter and Gram. Just try and give you some support, man. It's a really important one.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But no, go ahead, man.
Because the link itself is sort of like it's on the actual page, so but it's also on a QR reader thing as well. So that's on my channel too. So I'll have to sort that out. But if you obviously if you go onto Just Given page, I think it's Steve 114, I think is or something like that. Anyway, so it should be on there. So I'll try and get a link in a second, if I can remember how to do it without cutting it out again.
No, that's all right. Maybe just leave it and drop it. Send it to us after the show, mate. I'll plug it for you.
Yeah, we'll do.
Because we can always add it afterwards, and we'll because normally, Steve, we put this show up on YouTube after the event on a Monday night. I was just thinking, Rusk, if you don't mind, Steve, because you're on YouTube anyway, but if I can do it tomorrow, I might try and cut it down and put it up tomorrow, so it'll drop in the middle of your live, and then we can link to it on YouTube.
Yeah.
If I can, because it takes me all day to get up.
What I'll do anyway, I'll send you the link to the Just Given page, because what I've done, because you can have it at a certain time frame as well, sort of thing. So what I've done, I've literally left it until at least about 2 weeks. So it'll be once it's all done after tomorrow. Just Given page will be up until the 10th of December. So that's what I'll be up till.
Yeah.
Super.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
So another cigarette. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Talking of legends, Trilby Phil has popped in. Good to see you, sir. Hello.
Oh yeah. You doing Phil?
Last of that. I'm on the stout now. I'm sticking with the supermarket business. Good.
Okay.
Chocolate Stout.
Yeah.
Is that any
A
good?
little chocolate. I don't know. I had it. I bought 2 of them because again there was only 179 or whatever.
Yeah.
And there wasn't enough chocolate for me. There wasn't quite enough stout either.
Okay.
So let's try this the second time. See what I think this time. Nothing on the aroma. Faintest hint of cocoa chocolate. Do you like stout, Steve?
I love stouts.
Good one.
My first sort of stout that I had was a Guinness, and I had 10 of them, and I was popping up the bloody bar. My family's Irish, sort of thing, so it's kind of like, yeah, you got to love stouts, really.
You meant to, yeah, exactly, yeah. I was once made an honorary Irishman because of the amount of Guinness I used to drink, and that was from an Irishman, so I accepted it. This is, it's not a great stout. It's better this time. It's been sitting in my stash for a few weeks. Still not chocolatey enough.
Okay.
But again, for 179, I think it was 179, something like that. It's all right.
Oh, cheers, buddy.
Cheers, Kwame. So Kwame will be around tomorrow as well. But yeah, supporting Steve tomorrow. Good stuff.
Phil, I need an early one. Sounds like a bloody long day tomorrow. I'm supporting Steve tomorrow. Hey, good on you. Everyone's behind you, mate.
Thank you. Yeah,
Okay, buddy.
We'll all be about. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Yeah, it's not chocolatey enough. It's a little thin, but it's got some smoothness to it, and it's quite sweet, so it's all right. This time of night, yeah, it's all right. It's drinkable. It's not too bad.
Yeah, that's cool then.
It's not going to hit my beer of the year. Put it that way.
What is your beer of the year so far then, guys?
That's the case until next month, Steve. Could take it. I'll have to come down and kill you. No, that's not true. Yeah. No, well, we've got some options, haven't we? We always get to. I mean, last year Rasco had a list of about 15 beer of the years. nominations. But we do a show at Christmas, Steve. We'll whittle it down to like the final 4. I'll give you one. I tell you what, talking about stouts. This one's in my beer of the year. It's always on the back. Black Forest Pastry Stout from Mad Dog in Wales. They're in South Wales, and tastes like Black Forest Gatto. It's an imperial.
I love that.
Stout. They're not imperial. My apologies. It's only 7%. But it's a pastry stout. Absolutely amazing beer. Really love it. Hopefully it will be out again soon. Well, that's one of my nominations for beer of the year, and I had that in January. So.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I fully admit, I was going over what the nominations were, and I have to admit I've messed it up a bit. Last year I was very organised. I wrote them down. I had them all. I knew what was what. This year I've had to try and remember. And when we did Hot Beer of the Year So Far show, I've actually missed beers out, and I've forgotten what was on the list, and I'm going to go over it this week in preparation, because it's not far away now, but we have to close out Beer of the Year. Might be a New Year's Eve show. We'll have a discussion about that, actually. We'll discuss it this week, what we're going to do.
Okay.
But yeah, but one that is sticking out strong is by Pomona Island. It's a sour, and I'm a bit of a sour skeptic. So this was wow. This was wow. It was really fruity. Really wasn't like a sour at all. Not that sours aren't fruits, they are, but this was really. You remember that drink on Bongo? It was like that, and that's something Disco's got. Weird Beard, I forgot they've got a nomination as well. And Wildcard got a nomination only last week for Jammer, which was a New England IPA, which was absolutely gorgeous. Went down so well.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's a few others by Anspach and Hobday. I think I'm giving one for Anspach and Hobday for the Imperial Baltic Porter. I've consumed quite a few of these, and I love this drink. Although I do get drunk, I have to admit I'm not very comfortable with being drunk. I never have been, but I do it a lot. Unfortunately, I like to get to that stage of lightheadedness, and I love to sit down and just have one of these, because it is like 8%, and it's just gorgeous. And there was 2 left in my local shop, and I grabbed them while I still could because I wanted it. And I'm actually going to do a video on this beer and talk about it. Not necessarily a review, just talk about my love for it. Like I've done with the Smoked Brown, which is all available on YouTube. Plug. Why I love the Smoked Brown, again, by Anspach and Hobday. Who were doing
YouTube?
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yep. It's who were Anspach and Hobday are doing a crowdfunding event where you can buy into their company for their Nitro Black, which I had. Speaking of Guinness, it is like the only way I can describe their London Black, they've called it, is it's what Guinness should be. And I've got no issues with Guinness, but when you drink that, you're like, wow, this is what Guinness should be. It's just everything, but the flavors are just more present. And I had quite a bit of it at the London Craft Beer Festival. It's like, and they're putting it into can as well. But yeah, the Anspach and Hobday are doing this crowdfunding event, and they've gone over budget. I was thinking about buying some shares into them, but nah, I don't think I will. I'll give it a pass. But there you go.
Raska, just quickly, the only reason I put that up is Neon Raptor Vampire Disco. It's because you said about putting a sour in your beer of the year, and this is getting a beer of the year nomination for me because it's a 10% Imperial sour.
Wow.
And that I'm not even a big fan of sours, but I always try them. But it's like black currant, red currant, cherry, strawberry, and peanut butter sour. It's just fucking insane.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm happy for you, mate. I'm very happy for it.
Steve, what do you have? Would you, if you did a beer of the year, would you have a beer of the year? What would be your nomination? Since you asked the question, I'm going to ask back at you.
Yeah. Am I allowed a brew?
Yeah, whatever you want. If you want to put yours in.
Right. Okay, right, 1 second. The kit that I'm is the Bulldog Premium Lager kit. This kit here.
Okay. Yeah.
That one. That is this. It comes out at 5% ABV. It's literally like the way I would describe it, like taste wise, is a sort of like a Peroni mixed with like a Peroni mixed with like a some people are going to hate me for saying it, a Peroni mixed with a Carling. You get the bitterness there, but you get the sweetness as well. Lovely. It's a lovely brew.
The thing is that there's no right and wrong answers. To be fair, if that's your thing, that's your thing, and we accept all the way through. So fair play.
But no, it's just a brilliant brew. And my second one will probably be the Wilco Mexican Cerveza, which is exactly like a Corona.
Okay.
So.
With or without lime?
Without lime. I never have a Corona with lime anyway.
Yeah.
Well, okay, when you brew it yourself, you don't need the lime, because I think Corona, the only point with the lime was like, it's something to do with like the caps used to rust on the top of the bottles or something, so the lime would take the rust taste away or something. So if you brew it yourself, you don't need lime.
No, not at all.
Hello,
That's a great
Hobson.
answer. Superb.
So.
Hello, Hobson. Contemplating whether to have another beer or not. I don't know.
Was that, sorry? You cut out then? That's good, sorry.
Should I drink this or not? Or should I just save it for a rainy day? Which we're going to have a few of. Because
I'll say before rainy day, because if you're just getting into your text and you smell back, wait for it to come back.
Absolutely. Good advice, Steve. I was going to say roughly the same, to be fair, because long gone are the days when I would convince Rasco to do another beer, because we're old now. We don't need to do that anymore.
No, we don't.
And also, we've taken up a lot of your time now, Steve, because you've got to get some rest for your exploits tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, I was just about to say, I better go, but engrossed in the conversation and that sort of thing. So.
Well, mate, we chat for hours, to be honest. Like, we always try and keep the show down to an hour and a half these days, just like, so people can actually watch it back. And like I say, we put it up on YouTube, and if you are watching it back, by the way, either on Instagram or YouTube, thanks to everybody for watching it. Thanks to everybody for watching it back. And thanks to everybody who has watched it tonight, because there's been quite a few people popping in, bouncing up the comments. Thank you very much for that.
And also, guys, thank you for having me on as well.
No, pleasure, mate. We're happy to and chat. And well, it was kind of your turn, to be fair. Like, we had a few people on, and we were happy to chat to people. And it just worked out that we could do it on a Friday night, and you was available. So happy days, I think.
Yep, it is.
Have you got any final questions, Steve?
Final questions.
Final
questions. Okay. If you could be any character from mythology, what would you be and why?
Fucking great question, son. Fuck me, that's deep. Rasco, go on then. Run with that one, son.
What can I say? Leonidas from Sparta.
Yeah, I'll let you have that one.
Yeah, yeah. No, Leonidas, who led the army of the 300. It wasn't 300, but yeah, I've read up about him a bit, and he's quite an interesting character. He was never meant to be king of Sparta, but he was, and defended a passage against the Persians against overwhelming odds and died. But yeah, Leonidas of Sparta.
Okay. Disco?
I'm going to blatantly cheat, because I had a beer earlier, sticking with my supermarket theme, called Odin's Beard. So let's go with Odin. Is like
The
somebody.
whole thing is, oh yeah, I said mythology, but yeah,
Is
that's
that,
fine.
is that mythology? Did he actually exist? I don't know. I don't know him in mythology, Steve. I'm not that educated.
It's from Norse
Yeah.
mythology with Thor and stuff like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
We know.
I think like so. Yeah, no, it's fine. That's right. My one will probably be Medusa.
Do you know what?
Because,
I was going to think. I was going to say that because of the hair, like with the snake. That's the one with the snakes, isn't it?
Yeah. Because what happened was because she was tricked by Zeus to have a baby by. Well, my phone's going to die again. She was tricked by Zeus, and then Hera found out about it all and turned her into Medusa. And it shows as well that she's someone who's down on their luck and everything else can actually be a good person. So that's my way of thinking about things anyway. So
That is a great question, Steve. To be fair, to finish on, that's a great answer as well. I don't know enough about mythology. To be fair, I don't think. Odin was. Which one was Odin? Was Odin in one of the films? Was he the?
Odin was in Thor. He was
Right. Was he played by Anthony Hopkins?
Yes.
Yeah.
I met Anthony Hopkins on that set, so we'll finish.
My best friend with Anthony Hopkins in is probably Mitchell Black.
Yes. Yes, I completely agree. 100%. I rewatched that recently, and I was blown away. Actually, how good it was.
Yeah. I've been told by the wife.
Yeah, mate, we don't want to get you in any trouble and keep you any longer, sir. Steve, you've been brilliant. Thank you so much indeed for popping along, popping in, and having chat. We'll see you tomorrow.
Adios. Good luck, mate.
See you soon, guys.
All the best. Bye bye.
Cheers, buddy. Bye, mate.